And now, it's time for your real estate video update with your local Louisville realtor, Bob Sokoler.
Hi everybody, Bob Sokoler, Sokoler Medley Team, Remax Properties East, coming to you from Las Vegas, and on board something called the High Roller. This is a big Ferris wheel they just built. We'll tour the whole facility in just a moment because there is a very special local tie-in to the Louisville area. More on that in just a minute. First, let's talk more about Louisville real estate. Whether you're buying or selling a home, we've got news for you.
For both buyers and sellers, look at this. The number of homes sold last month compared to a year before, down 7.5%. And the number of homes going under contract last month were down 4.8% compared to the year before. So what the heck is going on? Well, for sellers, the number of active listings on the market down 11% compared to the year before. And the number of new homes coming onto the market was down 11.8%. So one of the problems, there were fewer homes on the market for buyers to choose from. Still, the price of homes are going up. And that's good news for sellers and something to keep an eye on for buyers. You may remember that housing prices started to dip downward starting in 2007. Well, we've now recovered from that. So let's look at the big picture by looking at inventory levels for both buyers and sellers. If we have less than 6 months of a supply of homes for buyers, we're said to be in a seller's market and home prices are going to go up. If we have a 6 to 7 month supply of homes, we're in basically a neutral market and home prices will appreciate with inflation on a normal level. And if we have more than 7 months of a supply of homes, we're in a buyer's market, a lot of homes out there. And that basically means home prices are going to go down. Nationally, the reports show we're about 5.5%, so we're in a seller's market. Locally here in Louisville, we're at 5.91%, which is not bad. We're still in a seller's market, and it's actually better than last year, almost 14% better than last year. Home prices went up 2.5% in Kentucky, but nationally they were actually up 4.6%. Buyers take note, over the next couple of years, prices are going to continue to go up. And so with interest rates hovering between 4 and 4.25%, now is the perfect time to sell or buy.
The reason I'm in Vegas is because we're talking to our fellow Cyberstars fans, and here they are, gang.
We're all top agents in the country, and we're learning about the very latest in technology.
All right, back now aboard the High Roller. This is the new Ferris wheel that they built here in Las Vegas. We're on board one of these cars, these circular-shaped cars, and you may remember there was talk of this type of a Ferris wheel coming to Louisville.
It was back in February of this year that WHAS 11 carried the story about the Waterfront Development Corporation possibly having a large Ferris wheel built along the riverfront. Well, Las Vegas actually did build one and completed it earlier this year. They call theirs the High Roller, and it's quite a tourist attraction. A whole city block has been built around it with new shops and restaurants. You pay $25 for a day ride, $35 for a night ride. And there's a staging area that can accommodate hundreds of people waiting to get on this large Ferris wheel. The day I visited, there were no lines. You just simply walked out and got onto one of these large globes that are continually moving. You actually get on as they're moving. The ride itself lasts about 30 minutes, and this thing is really high. It goes up 550 feet. And naturally, the views get better the higher you go. Here's the view from almost at the top. As we approach the 550-foot mark, you can see all the way down the strip. On board, there's video of the construction of the High Roller. The construction actually began back in August of 2011 and opened in March of 2014, and it's billed as the world's tallest observation wheel. The High Roller contains 28 spherical passenger cabins, which they say can accommodate up to 40 passengers each. I personally think that's stretching it a bit.
Would this work in Louisville? I don't know. Take a look at the crowds that this tourist destination, Las Vegas, is drawing. And not much in here at the moment. but they say they've had a record of one day of 4,000 people, and typically they'll get between 500 and 1,000 people per day. Okay, we're at the top right now, about 550 feet off the ground of Las Vegas. A nice view, if I do say so myself. Very nice. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate back in Louisville, not Las Vegas, but Louisville, we would love to help you. All you need to do is pick up a phone and call me, 502-376-5483, 502-376-5483. From the High Roller in Las Vegas, let's take one more look out there. Holy smokes. I'm Bob Sokoler, Sokoler Medley Team, RE/MAX Properties East.